2, 3, 4.
Welcome to Confessions with the Cougar and the Cub. This is your host, Justin Vandeventer.
And I am the better half of this podcast, Carrie, the Cougar Lazarino.
This podcast, we are going to give you the male and female perspective on everyday issues and relationship problems.
And I'll give you the right answer from real ladies, just like myself, a true badass.
And I'll try to translate to you cavemen out there that don't quite understand women yet.
So let's dive in.
And enjoy this episode with the Cougar and the Cub. Welcome back, guys, to Confessions with the Cougar and the Cub. This is your host, Justin Vandeventer, and with me is, the better
looking
part of this podcast.
Hey, guys.
It's Carrie.
Oh.
I'll do it for her because she never does it.
Well, but seriously, they should already know it. I swear, whenever you do your intro, I swear you just want to say the most words without breathing.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
It's part of it.
I'm like, can you breathe?
Nah.
Or no?
Nah.
You'll do it later?
Yep, later.
Oh, jeez.
So this is going to be a little bit of a different episode than what we've been doing. We just got back from going to Cali.
Ay.
All right, California. California. We went to California.
I swear, if you want to look like you have never been in the state, just say Cali. I swear, none of us call it that. But go on. No, we just got back.
Yeah.
Had a good time.
I went to go visit the in-laws.
Yay!
Finally got to meet them.
Yeah. It was good.
I had a blast.
They love you.
I love them.
Yeah. They're easy to love.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it was a whirlwind though. We left Minnesota at 9 p.m.
I got to see 20 years of stuff in 3 days.
So how you guys see me or hear me, blah, 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 that's me all the time. And so we go back to...
And she was like that on steroids this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We had to try all the restaurants that I used to go to, all in, you only have a certain amount of meals you can do. So, now we're hitting the gym this week because of all that. But I don't know. It's good.
Yeah. Food was great.
Yeah. We had a good time.
So, yeah.
The weather was good.
So, should we start it out?
Yeah.
So we went out Friday.
Yep, we left Friday from Minnesota.
From Minnesota, we got...
to San Francisco.
Yep, we left at what time Friday?
9.
9.
9 p.m.
10.
I guess. Tomato.
Yeah. Wasn't the flight late?
I don't remember. I think it was late coming back, I think.
No, it was on time. It was just changed a lot.
Oh, I thought
yeah.
Oh, coming back, we were on an international flight. Then.
So we left at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So going out to California, we lose to it?
Yeah, we lose. No, we gained 2 hours. We gained 2 hours. Yep.
So it's a 2.5 or 3.5 hour flight?
It's something like that. Yeah, it was we left here, I think, at 8:50, and then we landed about 10 something.
No, you're changing the times already.
My caramba.
We left at 10.
Yeah. And
we landed at midnight that time.
I don't know.
Because we had a 3-hour drive.
Yeah. We flew into San Francisco. Normally I would fly into Sacramento. It's about an hour and a half drive once you land. But flights are so astronomical. I mean, I don't know if because, the planes, they're just, stuff's happening with the airplanes, like Boeing and shit like that. A lot of stuff is happening. So the flights are crazy. Cost-wise.
So we flew into San Francisco.
Yep.
Rented a car. And then drove 3 hours?
Yeah. Drove 3 hours to Chico. To Chico, not Chino. Some people think Chino. Not to be confused with Chino.
Yeah. Who was I talking to? Somebody kept... Spoony.
Oh, yeah. Spoony, there's your plug.
Yeah. He kept getting...
He talked about me. I'm kidding. Yeah.
He keeps getting confused because keeps thinking of Chino. I'm like,
Chino.
wrong direction.
I think that's down south. I've never been there. The state is so huge. But yeah, Chico, hour and a half north of Sacramento.
So we land at midnight.
Yep.
Drive for 3 hours. We get to your mom's at
about 3
in the morning.
Yeah. I think we woke up at I think we slept 8. I don't even know, but we slept in.
We didn't really sleep in.
Yeah, I guess not.
We were up at 7:30.
Yeah.
So.
Got to hang with her, and that was good. And, yeah, it was my mom's birthday just a couple days ago, so it was kind of an early birthday kind of celebration to be with her, and that was good. It's hard. there's anybody else out there that, you know, has family in different states, you know, I'd love to know how do you deal with it? You know, like, I mean, you know this, babe, but like my mom just was sick. She's going to hate me for saying this. But anyway, let's just say I didn't know it was going to happen. And, you know, when you're so far away from home, it does really suck. Like you feel like your hands
get scared.
are tied. Yeah. Like you can't just, I can't just go
if
and
something
check on
serious
her.
happens,
Or my
you're
dad,
so
for that
far
matter.
away.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's scary, and I
It
get
is
it.
scary. Yeah. So it was great to be with her and my brothers and my nieces and my nephew, and got to meet up with some friends, and we got to have great food. Should we talk about the food? Because we're
Well,
foodies.
let's go through it day by day. And you keep freaking jumping.
Ugh, I'm kidding.
This is how it is with her. She bounces around,
Oh, it's-
and
that's
then she'll get to the end, and she'll be like, "Oh, we got to go back to this."
Oh yeah, I'm bad.
So
I'm
then
bad.
the timeline is just way off. So
Yeah.
So all right. So we wake up at 7:30 and we hang out with your mom.
Yeah.
And then we go out to eat.
We go to Morning Thunder in Chico, California. My
Mhm.
favorite. What'd you think? Like, what'd you think of? Honestly, what'd you think of it? And don't you lie if you lie.
It was delicious. It was really good food. It reminded me of back to the 50s. If you're
Yes.
from Minnesota, if you can, it has that kind of. It's a mix of back to the 50s with Denny's kind of.
Denny's.
Kind of.
No.
The food's way better
Yes.
and all that, but it has that like vibe of like old school, classic kind of feel.
Yeah. So big portions. Let me just school you on it. It's a mom and pop shop. I believe the gal that I was like, that's the owner. I've seen her there forever. It's all like local people that work there. We have like local, your coffee mugs, you know, people, I don't even know. Like it's just,
Yeah,
it's
tell
a
me about the
staple.
coffee mugs. I didn't get to hear about that.
Yeah,
What
I
is
think
that?
it's just, you know, like you could bring a coffee mug or you can take one, and like I don't really even know. I just
People just have their own coffee mugs in there, and
kinda,
they
yeah, and you have like the, you know, the bar little area, and I don't know, and there's artwork all over the walls. This place is like sometimes like on a weekend it'll be like an hour to get in. It is that good. Like everybody knows.
yeah, the food was phenomenal.
Yeah, and the portions are great. My girlfriend Cindy met us there, and I love the Mexican mocha. It's like, I have pictures of it. We'll have to share it too, but like the whipped cream, and it's just so tasty. Just love it. I get excited for coffee.
So we
Yeah.
have breakfast there, breakfast/lunch.
Yep.
And we hang out with your friend, and
I think we went to downtown
It's-
after that a little bit.
it's raining.
Oh yeah.
And
It's raining.
everybody there was so excited that it was raining.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? It's rain. You know,
Yeah.
I didn't get it. And I
Yeah.
was like, we haven't seen rain in like 60 days is what they were saying. So they're like, we're in a drought right now. So this
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah. We brought it with us because I think when we came back, it was we had some sprinkles here too.
Yeah.
So it followed us. Yeah.
So that was pretty cool to see everybody's eyes light up for rain.
Yeah. Then I had to take you to, we had like the best, and I always say we because I still like assume I'm there. And even though I'm in Minnesota, I still always say we, but like we have the best downtown. Like, what did you think of our downtown? I mean, it's huge.
It is big.
Well, like I say like Delano, Minnesota has a nice downtown, but I feel like
It
Chico's was
reminded
like,
me a lot of Stillwater.
but like 5 times the size.
I wouldn't say that big,
I would,
but
because
it
it's
was.
two lanes going one way, 2 going the other, and all the different side streets.
Yeah. I mean, Stillwater's fairly big too. The downtown area, yours is probably a little bit bigger, but I wouldn't say 5 times as bigger.
4?
No.
Are we talking in boy inches or women inches? I'm kidding. I always got to bring it around size.
It's big.
Yeah, it's big.
So.
Yeah, that's what she said. It was cool. And then let's see what. Oh, then we went and hung out with my brother.
Yep.
Which
I don't wait.
Oh,
Did we? Before we went and hung out with your brother, didn't we go see your old?
my old house. Oh yeah, yeah. My old house. That was cool.
Went and saw your old neighbors.
What'd you think of the mountains behind us?
That was pretty cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
And the little ravine behind us too. That was so
Mhm.
neat. Had lots of good memories
And
in
then
Chico.
the little stargazing place.
Oh yeah, it's called. You guys should Google it. It's up at Bidwell Park. We have this. I heard it was like $1 million telescope. And it's up at Horseshoe Lake. And it's this observatory, and it's this like little outbuilding that Thursday through Sunday the roof opens up, and you can there's usually like a docent out there that's kind of helping you with the telescope, and then there's like a what was that little lower seating thing that we were able to sit there and kind of glaze.
It's like a concrete bowl, and
Yeah.
you can sit in it, and it leans you
the
back,
stars.
and you can just look at the stars. It was
And
really cool.
You're literally, I want to say like Bidwell Park is, I think, second to Central Park or something size wise. I can't remember, but it runs through the entire town. There's like upper, lower, and stuff like that. In fact, in recent, not recent history, but in the news lately, there was a huge fire that took place out there that started right there. And we saw some
That was the one that the guy pushed the car, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Like some ding dong. He just was like, let me just have my car on fire and let's push it
Down a hill.
down a hill, a ravine. And I think he burnt he's going to be in prison, but 600,000 acres, I think. Can't really remember which, but they have him on camera doing that. But anyway.
But this park that you can't build on because of a bug, you said.
Oh, yeah. So behind my house. So I lived in a neighborhood called Hancock Park years ago. And we had the mountains behind us. And there was like this little critter or something. And it was like 100 years before they would allow. You saw where that ravine was. So they can never build, obviously there. But yeah, So when I live, the mountains are going to be your backyard for your life and grandkids, great grandkids for a while. But yeah, I miss that. Like, in Minnesota's so beautiful and green and lush and the air is great, but there's something about the mountains that just get me, and hiking them, which we didn't get to do.
Yeah.
But
so then
fun.
from there, we went up to your brothers, little brothers, the one that we just talked to in the last episode.
Yeah, that was great. It was so good, like talking with him about that. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and hopefully you guys were able to do a little research and maybe go like some of those things that we were talking about and trying to get them a new scoreboard for their high school,
right?
And stuff like that. But yeah,
so we go up there and I get to meet your brother, his wife, your 3 nieces, and
your
nephew.
Yeah, it was great. I hadn't been to his house before. I always say I've been like a bad sister. It's been like 2 years since I've been at home, but beautiful home out there in the country. And it was great. I think that was like
crazy about the wildlife.
I know. He said there's bear right there. Like I would literally crap myself.
He said that they're getting bears, mountain lions, and bobcat, I think it was. But he said that they're coming in so regularly, he says that he's scared to let the girls out by themselves. Because they're coming in so often.
That is crazy. I saw a Facebook reel the other day where like a coyote, the kid like runs in, dad, coyote. And then you see it on his camera, ring camera, and it follows him. And he grabs the kid.
I just saw the video.
Yeah.
Just before we got here.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
Man. I don't like that. That's a little too close for
man, a black bear up there.
Are they bad? Which are the ones that are going to...
they're not bad. Grizzlies.
Oh.
But... black bear, if you get in between them, their babies or their food, they can be just as dangerous.
Damn. That's crazy.
It's the mountain lions that you got to worry about.
Damn. Yeah. And he's right there on that, like the Feather River Canyon. So there's like a ravine right there. And
so I get it. Yeah. That's scary.
My whole time living there in that neighborhood I mentioned, we had rattlesnakes. And it was one of those things that come April through October, you did not, like there was, here we leave our sliding doors or doors open, let in fresh air. There you don't. At least not where we were at. And because we've had snakes, like rattlesnakes. And in fact, one time we were out walking.
Every place we went to, it sounded like it was dangerous as hell to live there.
Well, the snakes, like in that area.
Snakes.
Yeah. And
lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. And rattlesnakes.
My dog was bit by a rattlesnake in front of us, and that wasn't uncommon. We always had snakes of some sort in our backyard, coiled up in a little corner or on the driveway or on the bike path or something. So, I don't miss that.
Yeah.
That I don't miss. I miss my parents and my family, but not the snakes.
Yeah. So then from your brothers, we had lunch with your brother.
Yeah, that was nice.
And then,
I saw my dad.
We went and saw your dad after that, right?
Yeah, my dad and stepmom and his dogs and all that. Yeah. My dad had never lived up in Northern California before. He had always lived, he's like, much like me, a gypsy sometimes. And he's lived in Hawaii, Arizona, various parts of California. He's always lived in California. He's never, other than those 2 places, out of the state, but never that high. So I wasn't quite sure what to expect of his house and like his thoughts in that area, because
Sounds like he loves it.
it sounds like he loves it. I mean, we get there and it's like, 75 degrees outside, and my dad has like the flipping 2 fireplaces on.
Yeah.
We're in there like
I'm
baking.
dying.
We got like ass sweat happening.
That being said, it's 70 degrees out there, and I've seen people walking around with like
Sweatshirts.
snow jackets on.
hoodies.
I'm like, what are you
We're
doing?
wearing shorts and tank tops. We're like, like when you go to Arizona. Tell we're Minnesotans now.
I don't.
Yeah. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good though. And then, then we went to Hula's.
Then we went to Hula's.
Hula's, I think
So
it's
for a
Mongolian
minute-
barbecue. Yeah.
If for Minnesotans, the thing that compares to it closest
Yeah.
is Mongo's.
Yeah. That just closed down. Yeah. Went there once. If anybody's looking to like bring in a new restaurant, bring in what was that? Was that Korean barbecue or?
No, it's
because ours was Mongolian barbecue, it was called, I think. Hula's Mongolian.
Like stir fry on that stuff.
Yeah, they have like the big circular grill thing, and they got the huge chopsticks that are like 3 feet long, and they're. But what do you think of them noodles? Fat ass noodles.
Yeah,
they're so good, and it was like so good day 2. Mm-hmm. We ate on the way to the airport.
It was real
I'm
good.
hungry. My banana isn't sounding so good right now.
Yeah,
it was good though.
So then we went to Hula's and we ate there.
Yeah,
packed.
Oh my god.
Busy.
So busy, but you get like you get like spring rolls, and then you get these like little soup, and then you get those I don't know what the hell they are. They're almost
chips?
It's like a chip, but it's not a chip. And then they have like the sweet and sour sauce, and then what do you call that? Mustard you liked it, huh? The yellow hot stuff?
Yeah, it was all right.
You liked it or no?
It wasn't spicy like you said.
You think ketchup is spicy.
I do not.
You do. One time you were eating, that was a chili, and you're like, ooh, it's hot. And I'm like, I got nothing. Have you had a Taki or a hot Cheeto?
Yeah.
And you can do it?
Yeah. I can eat hot stuff.
Okay. Anywho. Yeah. So then after that, we had all that. And then, then we went to
we get done with Hula's or whatever. And then we meet up with your friends.
Yeah, my friend Leslie and Adam.
Go to the Poorhouse.
The Poorhouse. And that was such a cool place.
Expensive.
Yeah. But how cool was their outdoor what's it called? The bar patio, and then like that TV.
Yeah.
How big was that? I mean, it was like a gajillion of them TVs, like probably 10.
But the big one was
70 inches or something.
It was like a Megatron.
That's what it was. Yeah, it was really cool, and had a couple cocktails, and then that was a lot of fun. And then we went to that Horseshoe Lake place that we talked about, and just looked at the stars, and maybe had an adult beverage there, and it was just so nice. We're looking at the stars. There were some young kids that were pointing out. I guess I did not know the Little Dipper was not that. He schooled us on that.
If he was correct, I don't know if I could believe he was right or not.
That's true, but boy,
he said the Little Dipper, and then I go, well, then where's Orion's belt? So he pointed at the Little Dipper, and then he pointed in the way opposite direction for Orion's belt, and I'm like, no, Orion, I know for a fact is off of the Big Dipper.
I don't know. It was so cool. I wish we had, do we have a place like that in Minnesota where up north?
I'm sure there is an observatory here somewhere.
Yeah.
So.
That was really cool. That was like so nice. The weather was
It was
great.
really cool hearing them talk about the Northern Lights.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, you guys get that here too? And I was like, I guess, yeah. So.
Yeah, here we get it. I still didn't see it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. It's really cool when you do get to see them.
Do you have to see the Northern Lights through like a camera, like a phone, or can you?
No, you can see them. With your eye.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah, when I was way up north, I was really close to it, so you can really see.
Up north?
Up north. I
love it.
You pack the old bag and the bag.
Your sister says that really bad, like today, like the bag.
So.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then we sneak back home and quietly get back into your mom's house.
Yeah.
And so this is our last day. We wake up and...
Oh, yeah. Oh, we went downtown. Downtown.
We went
downtown.
My God. Everybody was supposed to come to your mom's at 11, and we kept running into people after people after people you knew.
So I was like, okay, babe, we need to go to Brooklyn Bridge Bagel Works. Like, you're going to love this place. And I think it is actually a guy that is from Brooklyn that, for whatever reason, moved to Chico and opened up shop, and all things bagels. And I mean, it's bagel shop, but then you have like bagel sandwiches and like little fries and
I
potatoes.
can't remember what I got. I got like a breakfast bagel.
Now I'm hungry. Oh my God, I'm so hungry.
I'm starving right now. That's why I was kind of giving you the puppy eyes when you said you wanted to do this episode.
I know, and the taco place is going to be closed.
So.
Well, I guess Quick Trip it is. And then I was like, well, where's good coffee around here? Because, I haven't been there in a little bit.
And she's like, across the street.
Yeah. And so I walk across the street. We walk across the street, and I look over, and I see... Gosh, cute little Jared. Jared is now like 6'2". Last time I saw him, he was like 4. And oh my God, we sat and talked with him for like an hour almost.
Yeah.
You
didn't say it was an hour when we left, but now it's an hour 15.
I know. Because we were not supposed to be gone that long. But then, just told so many cool stories. And I used to be like really good friends with his family. And, man, it was like, that was another highlight of our visit, was just seeing him. And it was really great. And then subsequently, after that, we went to his mom and dad's, and we got to see the other brother.
From there, we went to the park.
Oh, shit.
You showed me the river.
Oh, yeah.
And the pool or whatever.
Oh, the Sycamore. Sycamore.
The Sycamore Park?
Yeah, Sycamore. Well, Sycamore Creek in Bidwell Park.
Okay. And it's really cool for you guys from Minnesota listening. They have a river that flows into a man-made pool.
Oh, that's called the 1 mile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the river fills the pool, and then people can swim through that.
Yep. And then certain days of the week, I want to say during the summer, Thursday, they dam it, and then they have a tractor that cleans it or whatever, scrubs it. And this is a pool that there's lifeguards on duty. There is like a food
deep.
shack. It is deep. They also do the Polar Plunge there. So if ever you want to look it up, you can go Polar Plunge, Chico, California, and you'll see just what we're talking about. They call it the 1 mile, and the river, Bidwell Park River, whatever, runs right through it. But it was,
I couldn't believe how clear that water was.
Yeah. 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 We have video of that too. It was so neat. I remember so many times, just taking my kids there, and we'd walk the park, and, it'd be hot, and we'd just like jump in our clothes. A lot of people do that at the 1 mile, but, man, it was just.
It was like that blew my mind how clear the water was.
Yeah.
Because here, all you hear is like pollution out there and this and that. And
yeah.
And you could see the bottom of that river all the way across it.
So speaking of, because we hear so many negative things about, California, this, that, and that. You said that you thought people were quite friendly.
They were.
Were you surprised?
I was very surprised.
Yeah. Yeah.
For being in Minnesota and Minnesota nice.
Yeah.
Everybody there was so polite and really kind and nice. But
even like the homeless people, like, that when we went and got like pizza, and I was talking, maybe he wasn't homeless, but I was talking to one guy, and we were talking about the smoke, because there were some fires, of course, going on out there, and he was even really nice. But speaking of homeless, I think it was a lot less than I've seen in the past, but what did you think about seeing the tents and the homeless people just like sitting in very public
I didn't think
spaces?
It was that bad.
Okay. It wasn't that bad this time. It has been worse, and I was surprised.
That. So,
yeah.
Because that's all I hear about is the homeless in California and the homeless there, and it was bad. I'm not saying it wasn't. And there was a lot of tents
in the parks. That's what's weird.
I got to take you to Texas, because it's that on steroids.
Yeah, like I said, that was light, but yeah,
it was. It's like towns.
Yeah,
it's like
there's a thing that they can't do that, isn't it? Like a ban.
When we went to Texas, it was ridiculous. Under every overpass in the sides, those are full. Everyone, not just a couple. Everyone you go under, there was people.
Sheesh.
It was bad. I'm like, okay, and so when we went there to go on vacation, I was like, this is horrible. Like this, it was so sad. And then I'm like, California, like everybody said California is worse, and I'm like,
it wasn't that bad. Honestly, anywhere you go where it's mild temperatures, you're going to encounter that. Like whether it's Texas, or I went to Hawaii a couple of years ago, and it was bad there too. Yeah.
After being at Texas, I was expecting to get off the plane and see homeless everywhere, but it wasn't.
It was mild.
It was bad. Yeah. It's still bad. I'm not saying that it's like it's still definitely a problem.
Yeah.
That hopefully this country can figure it out and fix.
Yeah.
But
I don't think they're ever going to.
No.
Too bad.
So
And then let's see. So we did that.
So then, yep.
That's
So
my
then we
friend's
went and saw
house.
the park, and then we went.
To Rachel and Kevin's.
Yeah, we went to Rachel and Kevin's.
And then saw their other boy, Justice, and got to hang with them.
And got to talk to them. And they we're going to have him on.
Oh my God. Kevin is he is so cool. He's an entrepreneur. He was a teacher. I'm sure he still keeps that up.
Yep, he owns a catering business now.
And a restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
Not
The
just
catering
that,
business became a restaurant.
Yeah. He said we can talk about it, right?
Yeah.
So Garibaldi's Catering in Chico, California, and they also have a actual restaurant.
He was cooking while we were there, and I didn't get to taste it, but I will tell you, if it tastes anything like it smelled, go get the catering.
Yeah. He so his birthday, I won't say when his birthday is, but it's a celebration that all across the world, we always celebrate this specific day. So on his birthday, we are celebrating his birthday plus the other celebration. So he brings friends and family together, and my family
And
have
it sounds
always
like he works his ass off on his birthday.
He does. And so you go there and everybody's like, oh my God, Kevin's cooking. And it is so good. And so it was awesome to see their new home.
I think we need to plan a trip for his birthday because it sounded phenomenal.
Oh my God. So, are you kidding me?
No, that'd be cool.
That's Muppet Baby. Oh my God. It'd be so good. They play board games and, oh my God, it's just so good. And the food, my mouth is watering right now. We used to do jujitsu with his family. Like me and the kids, we would go there and we would do, just karate and stuff like in the garage. He had his dojo and, he's a jack of all trades, and his wife is a nurse, and they're just such an awesome family.
The cool thing, I don't know about the cool thing. It's probably not cool, but the interesting thing and what we're definitely going to be talking about on the podcast with them is their religion.
Oh, that is,
Right now, their religion is on Hulu.
Yeah, there's a special. Well, okay. We need to back it up. It's I don't know. Is that the full on? Is it really their religion?
That's what I got.
I think it was named.
That's what she said.
Yeah. So it was named the 2x2 religion, and there is a Hulu special, and they're still a part of the faith and all that, and it's a great
trying
faith,
to rebuild it.
But unfortunately, just like a lot of faith and religion and organizations as of late, or probably all of the time, there's bad stuff that has happened. And
it's always a bad apple that has to ruin.
Always. And so unfortunately, Hulu has a special about it. And it's really sad how you get these people that say that they're going to, help and to spread the word of Jesus and whatnot, and take advantage of people, whether it be money or, I don't know if is there sex bad stuff.
That's what I heard was trafficking and all that. So,
but they're keeping their faith, and they're just keeping their community tight and letting all the bad people go to jail and seek justice that way. But
I got to mention this as well.
Yeah.
The whole time we're out there, what did I talk about?
Because you love the gardening and his roses and his garden and his landscape.
The most beautiful roses I think I've
fabulous.
ever seen. And he takes me around and he's like, "You're a landscaper, huh?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Cool." And he just right away he grabs me and we start walking through the whole backyard.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "This is awesome."
Yeah.
I had a blast.
Yeah.
The roses that he had smelled phenomenal.
He's always been like that. Like they always had those roses, and he was telling me about it. Like he brought me around to the one side and he's like, "Killed a snake right here just last week." Yeah. I'm
like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah." He said I was, pruning the roses here, and all of a sudden I saw this little stick and I was about to go grab it. And he said, and I have shovels. He had shovels placed around the whole yard.
I always had shovels, yeah.
And he's like, I grabbed the shovel and
yeah.
He said, I was this close to reaching down to go grab it, and he said, I probably could have got bit.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's scary.
That is scary.
But two of the nicest people.
They really are. I forget, I spent 21 years in that town, and you make so many friends, and they were people that, they would give you the shirt off their back. They're awesome people.
I just met them that day, and after only talking to them for maybe a half hour, they felt like family.
Yeah, they're like
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Really nice guy, really nice. His wife was amazing.
That would be really cool to be
and
able to
go kids, back his boys are
they're awesome.
The most respectful guys I've ever met.
They're so cool. Really, really neat. Yeah. I feel like a terrible friend,
Great conversation.
Since we didn't, I didn't say my goodbyes to so many people, and then you start your life and everybody.
But you were going through.
I was going through a lot, which will be on the podcast too. So we'll definitely bring that
episode up too.
And then let's see what else. Oh, then we went back
from then there,
to my mom's.
So, all right, all this is happening when everybody's still coming over to your mom's, and I'm like, we gotta go.
My mom's like, when are you coming home? I'm like, we gotta get the pizza. Shit.
Yeah, we're there, and her mom's like, are you guys almost here? And we're like, we haven't even got the pizza yet.
Damn it! Thank goodness for $5 hot and fresh. No, we did Little Caesars.
Well, we did a Little Caesars.
It wasn't like ready, but we did it. Yeah. And
so
then we went back to the house.
There, and the kids, and we watched a little football.
Yeah. They're Raider fans. Raider and 49ers.
Yep.
What else?
So then from there, we hung out with the kids. They drew us a bunch of pictures.
Oh my God. Funny. I got to tell this funny story. So the day before we went up to my brother's house, and like my nieces are looking at Justin, at you, and they go, well, they're like, what's that on your forehead? What's your wrinkle? He's not.
I don't find it funny at all.
Meanwhile, funny. I just had my Botox treatment the other day, so they didn't say that about me.
Oh, yeah. Are we going to do this?
Okay. I had duck lips for all of a second. And no.
What was the first thing your mom said?
Oh, my God. My mother. Okay, mind you, I had just been... Fuck you, asshole. You're a douche. Okay.
Hey, you're bringing up my wrinkles.
Oh, my God. So, like, my mom... You know, we travel 2,000 miles. And so, like, I'm trying to help her with her printer because, you know, she thinks I'm, like, young and techie and whatever. And so, like, she goes, well, Carrie, what's that? Wrinkles? Like, oh, my God. It's going to get taken care of on Monday. Bitch. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, it was so cute because kids will say the darndest things. So, yeah, they're looking.
Yeah, we go out on the patio, on their balcony.
Yeah.
James's balcony.
Yeah.
And the boy, you're wrinkly.
Yeah.
Your forehead's really wrinkly.
It was so funny.
I'm like,
you stop it.
I was like, I don't know if I like you already.
I know. You are not my friend. I know. And then it was
you just moved down the list.
I know. And it was so cute when my nieces were like all doing like their little dances and stuff like that. And then, you know, of course, like, you know, one of them is a freshman. She's a cheerleader. So I have to show her like what I can do, which is next to nothing, mind you.
And she schooled you.
She schooled me. So I did a cartwheel. They were surprised at my cartwel though.
Yeah, you did good.
I know. I mean, I'm really close to the ground. So of course I can do a cartwheel. Did you say humble much?
Yeah.
Not at all. Oh, that was funny though. And then, after that, we said our goodbyes, took our selfies, and
it was the funnest day up there.
It was so good, but we can't forget. Then we went and saw my my dad and my stepmom again, and my stepbrother and his family, and got to meet my nephew and my niece, who I haven't really been close with my step siblings a whole lot in our life.
First time you met him.
Yeah, that was kind of hard that it had been so long. But anyway, got to meet one of them and, actually both of them. And they're cuties and they go to school and one plays the guitar. And Tyler.
He's a phenomenal guitar player.
He's a great God. When he did the Metallica, I was like, damn, boy, you're good. That was really cool to see them. And yeah, I'm trying to think.
Your dad was good?
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, it was fun. We just had a good time, you know, and we got to hang with your family today. Like, your family is everything. Like, if you don't have a good family, like, that you come from, at least surround yourself with, like, good, positive friends that you can consider family, because that's everything. It really is, right?
So then we get down to your stepbrothers. We go back to your mom's.
Yeah.
And we got a little time to burn, so we go in
the hot tub.
We spent a half an hour trying to figure out how to turn on.
And we still didn't figure out. I think the thing
I don't think it was working.
The thing that I was using, what did you call that? Where it's pumping out air?
It was a circulation tube. So
it was a jet to me. I didn't care.
It pumped in the hot water. So, I mean, it was just recirculating the water, but it was pumping in the hot water. So I'm sure it was coming from the hot water heater.
Yeah.
So it still felt good on your back, I'm sure.
So it was funny because I guess at that point it was like 85. We were not getting in the pool. The pool was crisp. But then when there was more that happened that day or whatever. But then when we landed in Minnesota, it was like, 30 degrees.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, just earlier today we were like in our bathing suits. Mm-hmm. That was funny.
The pool was like a crisp, 60 degrees. So it was not hopping in there. Not when it was, if it was 100 degrees, maybe I would have hopped in.
For sure.
But not when it was barely 80.
No.
So we sat in the hot tub and then we go back and we start packing up and we say goodbye to your mom.
Yeah. Insert sad face. Mm-hmm. Do you have a sad button?
No.
Kidding. Then we fly back and we're in Minnesota and...
No, we're not.
Ixnay. Oh,
see, this is where we got to... She just jumps around, so we got to rewind. So we leave your mom's and we go and visit... Well, sorry, Vince. I remembered you.
Oh my
Vince,
God.
I remembered you.
Oh my God. My other brother. I totally. Oh my God. Now he's going to. Okay, really. He's going to. Okay. He already calls himself the black sheep of the family. Now he's really going to be like, fuck my name. My sister can't even remember me. Swear I didn't. Oh my God.
So
You're
we
getting
meet
brownie
up.
points now.
We meet up with your big brother.
Yeah, my big brother. Yeah.
And we
that
sat
was
down
cool.
and had a good, probably hour conversation with him.
Yeah, it was good. Man, it was really good.
First time meeting both your brothers, and I think I got along with them great.
You did. You really did. I mean, I knew you were going to get along with everybody because you're just likable and stuff like that.
I know.
Yeah. Whoa. How much? You're dumb. You're dumb. That's like Jennifer Lopez. She does like, you're dumb. You're dumb.
So.
Yeah. No, it was good. We just had a great time.
Yeah,
Sometimes you just need a couple days just to get the heck out of Dodge.
I didn't know he was such a good artist.
I know. Yeah, he's good.
His paint jobs were phenomenal.
He likes to doodle and draw. He loves his old time cars. Like my brother's.
I could have sat and talked cars with him all day.
Yeah. He likes all that and his motorcycles and stuff like that. It's kind of cool. Yeah. I love it.
So, and I was glad to see him because he just got out of surgery.
Yeah. He had a kind of hernia surgery, a couple of them. He still has one left. And so he probably shouldn't have been driving, but he did. And it was great to see him. And, yeah, I got one more brother and a stepsister too to see. Sometimes, you go out there and you only got 48 hours. So it's like, you try to cram it all in. Mm-hmm. And so you kind of get to see, I don't know. It's always like my parents, obviously, who I'm trying to see the most. But yeah.
So then we get done seeing Vince.
Yes.
And we got to make the 3-hour drive back to San Francisco.
That blows.
Yeah. So both of us have pretty big vehicles. I mean, not huge vehicles, but we drive SUVs. And we got this little Nissan
Yeah.
Was it an Altima?
Yeah, it was like 8 inches from the ground.
If that. I felt like I was riding on the ground the entire time.
It sucked.
It drove nice and all that, and it was a little snappy, but I mean, other than that.
Getting out of it, you just felt like a moose. I was like, oh my God, this blows.
Like, you open the door and my hands can touch the ground. And I'm like crawling out. It was the only way I could get out of the thing because my feet were not churning in that thing.
I know. It was bad. I was glad to give that thing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we get to the airport 3 hours later and our flight is at midnight.
Mm.
We're taking a red eye.
Yeah.
And we get in and the first thing we see is we're at our gate where we're supposed to load and our flight's at 12 and I'm looking at the clock and I go, babe, it's 11:40. They haven't said anything about our flight. I think they should say something.
Yeah.
So then you go and check and you go online and you're like, oh, we're delayed.
Uh-huh.
And then it says we're at like a different gate and all that at one point. And then it says, so then you went and talked to somebody like, no, we're in the right spot. Mm-hmm. And then it says our flight is on time.
Yeah.
And you meet a guy that was asking the same questions and we get in line to go load and I was talking with him and he's like, I've been all over this airport. He goes, because first he says, I checked out, it was on time and it's delayed. And then we're at a wrong gate. So I went to a different gate.
Well, he was in Hawaii too.
Yeah,
and so he got like rerouted and all that. He wasn't, he didn't even have like the right ticket or whatever.
Yeah, he had a Hawaiian ticket or something like that. They weren't even going to let him board.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he was standing behind us and all of a sudden I'm like, babe, I don't think they're letting him on.
I know.
We're like, what? And then all of a sudden we see him walking down the aisle. I was like, they weren't going to let me on because of my Hawaiian ticket.
You know what we didn't mention is I think whenever we landed, didn't you see that one comedian?
Yeah, I can't remember who.
And then you looked him up and you're like, yeah, he was in town.
He was in that area. Yeah, so
who was that though?
I can't remember.
Well, if you remember, you should try to put it in our notes and stuff because how cool would that be to have him on? Yeah, that'd be cool.
So yeah, so then we land, which sucks because going back we lose 2 hours.
Yeah.
So we fly out at 12.
Yep.
And it's like I said, it's a 3.5 hour flight.
Yeah.
Which after the 2 hours, we end up landing about
At like
5:30, 6 o'clock.
Yep. And
Dog tired. And you have
a Botox appointment.
In the morning. So, and that's at 9 o'clock. So rather than drive home,
which is like 50 minutes away, we are like, let's go park in my injector's parking lot.
We slept for 2 hours there.
With the car running because it was cold. And then we go in there and, you know, I mean, here she...
We had to look like just two homeless people.
Oh, my God. Yeah, we brought California back with us. So I walk in there. It's my Botox appointment. I go every 3 months. And, yeah, I'm like, sorry, I look like, you know, like a homeless person, like just whatever. And
we're from the Crip.
and I didn't do Botox. I did lip filler. So I had some duck lips for a couple days. But anyway, do you like them now or no?
Yeah. They look great.
I think this is like how they used to be. I want to do more, though. What do you think?
I think you're at the perfect light right now. Looks good.
Thank you. Anyway, that's that.
So that was our trip.
And then, and then we get home, and it's Monday. It's my day off. You decided to take the day off. Thank goodness.
Thank God.
I know. I can't believe you were actually going to work.
I mean, I could have, but I would have been hell.
So the funny thing is my Mondays, I do all my meal prep and, you know, sometimes doctor's appointments, things like that. So we get home, you lay down. I'm literally doing still all the same things that I do. So I didn't. And then
I went to sleep.
Yeah. And then that night I had to take a Benadryl because I couldn't even fall asleep. I was so jacked up. I did so much. I was like just high on life.
I'm jacked up on Mountain Dew.
What's that Ford Ranger thing that you say that makes me laugh?
Oh, I ain't no stranger. I know that truck. That's a Ford fucking Ranger.
Is that off of a movie or what?
No, it's some kid that made a TikTok.
Oh, no shit. Oh, if you're that kid.
Yeah, you just got to mention.
There you go. Yeah.
So, yeah, that was our trip to California.
Now we just got to get everybody here. I don't know if we told our listeners that we did get engaged back in July. So we're going to start planning I think we're doing 2026 wedding. That's the plan. So anyway, I told my family start saving now because, you know, prices are outrageous. So we got to get you here because I got to have some people on my side. Represent California. Let's go.
So, yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
Do you want to tell them how I proposed?
Oh my God. I thought I did.
I don't remember if we did or not.
I don't know. And I are going to get a 2-second recap or 2-minute recap. Okay. So in July was our 1-year anniversary, and our first date we had was like a 6 or 8 hour date. Like we did everything. I think I did do this on a past episode. So anyway, I'll just talk fast like I usually do. So anyway, so we did all the things in order, which I can't remember the order, and you don't have to tell them the order because it's kind of like irrelevant. Yeah. But anyway, we did a bunch of stuff. And then at the end, there was a big old downpour. We took the Jeep, didn't have any doors or the top on. We go to walk to ice cream. We get back into my shop and it's pouring rain. We're soaking wet.
And you're going to cut my hair.
And I was going to cut Justin's hair. And then we get into the shop and he's like, do you have a towel? And I'm like, ding dong. I have my own shop. Of course I have a towel. So we start drying off. I hear a squeaky little noise and I'm like, what is it? Apparently my son has us on the Alexa over there, the Wise app, which if anybody's watching.
The camera.
And so then he is like live streaming it to like the other kids. And then we go into like my little cutting room. And then I see like, was it a dozen?
Yep.
Roses. And, which aren't my favorite, by the way. Anyway, roses. And then, I look and then I see the ring in a box. I'm like, what? And I look down and I look over at you. And then you didn't even like get down on one knee. Like, I'm not trying to be like, but I like, can you redo it or no? I'm asking for a friend. No, I'm kidding. And then I look over at him and he's like,
so she hated the proposal is what we're trying to say here.
And then I just in my head I had, but anyway, and then he says, will you marry me? And then I think then you get down on one knee and then we hug and we cry. And I mean, it was so amazing. And then we have it like, I mean, it's so little though because the little app or the camera or whatever, but
it got in the way. We were standing was in the worst spot. Like we could have stood anywhere else in the room and I think it would have been fine because the camera got right behind a pillar or whatever, the doorway.
But I love that you planned it like that, and it was special. And so anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Now we just got to start hitting the gym because we want to look good in our wedding attire and,
I do look good.
as you're sitting in your plaid pajamas, I'm over here in my
Yeah, we are definitely bumming it today.
I know.
So.
We have a face for radio is what they say, right?
That's why I podcast.
And when you see us on TikTok, you see I put the bold glamour filter on. So everybody looks, even you look good, huh? You're like, damn, my skin looks good.
Thanks. Even you can look good on that.
You too can look good if you use bold glamour. I love it. That's where you should have done the laughing. Do the laughing. Hang on 1 second. Wait. That was good.
I got sound buttons and I just figured them out. So.
Oh my God. Is there a farting one?
No, I only got 2.
How do you get those?
You put them on there.
You buy them?
No, they're in it. They're already preloaded.
Well, do you have more?
I'm sure there is, but we got our intros on here.
Oh.
So
well, let's look for a fart one.
we could get a sound pad.
What?
Yeah, hook it on here. So.
Oh my God, there's so much.
But you with your ADD, you couldn't have a sound pad. You just sit there and
I know.
You can barely sit next to a window.
I know. Jeez, I'm sitting on my hands. I'm just literally, I want to
got smart and I shut the window tonight. So.
I know. It's hot as hell. The AC is
so hot in here.
I feel like I'm in a sweatshop in somewhere.
So that was our trip to California. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah.
So, once again, like, share, comment anywhere you guys are listening. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that little bell or whatever you got going on, so you guys can hear when the next episode comes on. Subscribe. All right, go check us out. More to come. Go like us on our socials. Yep. So, and like and share and comment everything. So, all right, guys.
Peace out, Scout.
Have a good one.